Hey there, everybody on YouTube land. It's LordBear90 coming at you with my brand new Transformers video review. This time, I'm going to be reviewing Transformers Generations / Fall of Cybertron, Sunder, and Rewind. As you can see, these are the carrying cases for each individual character. Sunder's right here. His color is basically orange, so he hides much more in his carrying case. The carrying cases are kind of a translucent orangish, kind of an orangish red color. They both have very, very well painted gold Autobot emblems on the front. And on the back, you can see the details of each individual character. You can see Sunder's a lot better. Sunder is actually a brand new character, but Rewind is a revisiting character. He is basically a revamped version of the original Rewind from the G1 era. He is a cassette bot for Blaster, as is Sunder. I'm going ahead and removing them from their packages, and I'm setting them down very gently because they have activated springs. As you can see, they each have very, very well done circuit details, as these are data discs for the new Blaster that came out for the Generations Fall of Cybertron toy line in late 2013. My favorite one is Sunder, but I'm going to show him last. We're going to focus mainly on Rewind here. As I said, he's a data disc, which is basically a revamped version of the cassette tapes that he used to be back in the 1980s. 1985, I do believe. I'm not sure what year Blaster came out originally. Excuse me. But he was a cassette bot for Blaster. And as you can see, right there in the very middle, in the very center, is a really small Autobot symbol. It's actually one of the smallest Autobot symbols, I believe, that I have ever seen. Now, the gimmick for these guys is these guys automatically transform. Although, for some of them, you have to transform all the way to get them to be the full character. Some of them transform all the way through on their own. Rewind here, as well as his twin brother, Eject, you have to transform their arms and their feet before they are complete. That was an unintentional rhyme. Anyway, to show you the feature, there's a little switch right here that's in Rewind's robot chest. What you do is you throw him down, and he basically opens up. You fold out the feet a little bit, rotate the arms down forward, and let me use my hands to show you his details, because it's black on black, because I didn't realize that I was wearing a black shirt. I apologize, the phone is ringing. Ignore that. Oh, there it goes. Anyway, as you can see, Rewind is a pretty cool looking character. I'm using my hand again to show you his details. The colors pretty much stay the same. The only issue I have with this guy, besides the fact that you have to fully transform him all the way with his arms and his feet, and the feet are actually the main problem. They're designed to, on mine, they're actually fairly loose, so he doesn't like to stand up all that great, but when he does stand up, he stands up pretty well. I'm going to put him over to the side, where in front of his cassette, his carrying case. Now we're going to focus on Sunder, who, as you can see him pretty well. He's a bright orange with a gold circuit detail all around, a somewhat gold Autobot symbol in the middle, some yellow details here on the top, and some gray here in the back, and some other details here on the bottom. He's my favorite one of the two because when he transforms, he transforms all the way. He's an eagle, or at least a condor, some kind of a bird. I'm not exactly sure what he's supposed to be. He's basically an orange repaint of Soundwave, or of Laserbeak for Soundwave. Laserbeak is mostly red, whereas Sunder here is mostly orange. He's got a pretty good sized Autobot symbol on his forehead. He's got a molded in spy camera just on his beak, just like Laserbeak does. The yellow details that you saw on the top of the disc are now on his wings. The details that you saw on the bottom of the disc are now on the top of his wings, on both sides. He's got a pretty good sized tail. He's got some yellow details right in here, and he's got some really good molded in detail on his neck. Unfortunately, my camera won't show them. Oh, never mind, there they are. You could actually see them pretty good. You can see all that molded in detail right there on the top of his neck. All the molded in detail shows up on the top of him. Like I said, he is my favorite one of the two because he fully transforms on his own. You don't have to adjust anything else. He does it all on his own. To put him back into his disc mode, I forgot to do that with Rewind, but I'll show you in a little bit. What you want to do is you take Sunder's head and fold it all the way in with his head still facing forward. Doing so will rotate the wings upside down. Next, you want to take the tail, flip it up, put your fingers on the wings to hold them in place, and then fold in the tail, and then finally collapse the wings, and there you have him. He's back in his disc mode. Set him down aside gently. To put Rewind back in his disc mode, all you gotta do is rotate the arms all the way up, fold in the feet, take the arms and fold them back, line them up like this. As you can tell, his arms pretty much form the face of the disc, or at least the middle part of it. Next, what you want to do, you have to hold everything in place because everything is held on by springs. Take his waist section and pretty much fold him all the way over in half. Then you take both of his legs, split them like this. That will in turn let them rotate like so. And then finally just push the legs into place. And there you go. And then if you decide that you don't want them displayed in their robot modes, you can easily store them in their carrying cases, just like you could the original cassettes. All you got to do is take Sunder and just slide them into the cassette case. Just like that, and then close the lid. Same with Sunder here, but just for the fun of it, I just wanted to transform him again because he is, like I said, my absolute favorite out of the two so far. These are the only two cassette bots I've got. I do plan on getting more of them, including some Soundwaves. I don't really plan on getting the actual Blaster or Soundwave because their gimmick is absolutely horrible. Whoops! But these guys, their gimmick is awesome. Like I said, if you want to display them in their cases, all you got to do is just put them in their case and close the lids. And that has been my video review for Sunder and Rewind. LordBear90 signing off for now.